Hey everybody, welcome. Our show here is indeed Northern Lights.
It's true.
Happy Monday to you all. We have Briggs LaSavage, Hunter McCullough. I am Ryan Half. Thank you for jump-starting your week with us. So guys, I am 28 years old, born in the year 1995, almost 96.
Yeah.
And I did not know until recently what a duvet is.
A duvet, like a comforter?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's not a comforter. It's a cover for your comforter. So I'm all these years old and I had no idea what a duvet did.
I didn't know it was a comforter cover. I thought it was just like a comforter that came in one piece that looks fancy, if that makes sense.
I'm still confused about the whole situation.
So apparently there's the comforter. Do you have a comforter on your bed?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. And the duvet is apparently like a jacket for your comforter. So you can keep the same comforter throughout the years, but I think if you want to change colors, then you buy a duvet cover.
So you're telling me on your bed you just have a thing with nothing on it?
You have, your comforter is wrapped up in a duvet.
Okay.
As far as I believe, I could still be getting this wrong, but we're talking about the things that you learn embarrassingly late in life.
Yeah.
I had no idea what a duvet did.
And you just learned recently?
I just learned recently.
How did you learn?
Yeah.
I learned from big old Google.
Oh, the Google.
Big old
just
Google.
randomly Googling duvet. What's
duvet?
Duvet.
How do you spell duvet for us, actually?
D-U-V-E-W-A-U.
Oh, that was close. I think it's like D-U-V-E-T.
Yeah, I think so.
Sure.
But no, like learning how to improve your home, and so like this like duvet cover. I'm like, what does that actually mean? So
Wow.
I think it goes around. It surrounds your comforter.
I think this is
Good
the
idea.
only show that you can do 2 minutes on duvet. It's semi-interesting, right? Like, that was pretty good, right? I'd say.
No one turned the channel.
Yeah, for the folks at home, if I am getting it wrong, please send me an email.
Oh, boy.
We'll get it right. We'll get it right.
Oh yeah, coming up today, here's the thing. I gotta read the prompter also. We're in Duluth's Lincoln Park neighborhood visiting a bakery with a whole lot of meaning and history to the area. We get to make donuts with Johnson's Bakery, one of our favorites around here. Frying them, glazing them, of course, getting to eat them. A ton of donuts. Our insulin through the roof. It was just a great, great morning that
It
day.
really was. Then after that, we're going to be meeting a pair of Minnesota cousins, including a graduating UMD Bulldog who are planning on biking across the country to raise money for a nonprofit. Very cool. But first, a big round of applause and shout out to all the nurses out there. That's because this week is National Nurses Week.
Nice. Shout out to the nurses out there.
We love nurses. Nurses Appreciation Week acknowledges the contributions of nurses in our local communities. This week's celebration concludes on the birthday of Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing. Nurses can find deals this week at Chipotle, Outback Steakhouse, and with other brands like Lululemon and Skechers. Very kind to offer the nurses a little thank you for everything they do at those businesses.
Especially the past 4 years with everything going on. I mean, my gosh, you guys, we need you more than ever. So thank you all very much.
Doesn't that seem like a blur all those years? It seems like a huge blur.
It's like 1 year to me, it seemed like. It was like the weirdest thing. But
Right, when you said 4 years, I was like, that can't be right. And then I was like, I did it in math in my head. It is 2024.
It's totally not true, but it is
Right?
at the exact same time. Well, shout out to the nurses out there. Thank you for what you do. And there are some people out there this upcoming summer, that are looking for love, you guys.
Okay.
Caribou Coffee is ready to play Cupid, too. So over the weekend, the Twin Cities-based company hosted auditions for people between the ages of 18 and 26 for what they're calling a TikTok dating show. The show will bring contestants together for a quick date to see if there's a spark with those Caribou beverages included on set. The company says it will be hosted by a popular reality TV star and comedian, with that filming taking place this summer.
wow.
Interesting.
I wonder who we can grab for the host. Like, if it's going to be somebody really famous? Or
Maybe you, Hunter.
I wouldn't mind doing that, but no, that would be interesting.
Would Hunter be the reality TV star, or would he be the comedian?
The comedian.
The comedian.
I dabble in both.
Imagine you on a reality TV show. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be awesome. I know it'd be an absolute blast. I wish I was single. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh,
wow.
Just kidding.
Kayla,
No. That was
It's interesting, though, that they're taking now reality TV and dating shows to the social media world of TikTok.
Yeah.
I wonder how that's going to go. How long is there a time limit on TikToks? I don't watch much TikTok.
Yeah.
But how long can a TikTok be?
There's long form.
long
Little
form
long form
TikTok,
things.
okay.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, it's when we were growing up, it was more Vine was the
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
So it was like a 7-second video that you could
Max.
only film. That was
Yeah.
the max. And so that's how I translate to TikTok.
Right.
That's how I understand TikTok.
Imagine that, a 7-second blind date with someone. And, you have to determine if you're meant to be.
Don't
way.
even ask names. Just
Yes.
go favorite color.
Favorite
Something
color.
along those lines.
Oh man. Well, also ahead this summer, Hayward, Wisconsin will hold their celebration of Wisconsin's great fishing history. And guess what? Their annual Muskie Festival is one of the top 3 finalists for the Senex Hometown Throwdown. That contest is a social media initiative that Senex launched last fall to encourage people to show off their hometown festivals. The competition winner will receive a $100,000 prize. That money gets to then go to the festival and all the organization behind it. Voting for the best festival is now up until May 15th. The really cool thing about this contest is even if Muskie Fest doesn't win, they don't get the most votes, they still get, I think it was like $20,000 or $25,000
No
to
way.
toward Muskie Fest.
Yeah.
Oh my
I know.
gosh.
So I believe we have the link to vote on our website if folks want to check that out. So
Get after it.
yeah.
$100,000 would buy a lot of funnel cakes.
Yes.
I'd buy quite a few of those funnel cakes.
Cheese curds.
Cheese curds?
Yeah, anything your heart desires.
Well, we had such a good time in Hayward
Yes.
this past year with all our shoots and everything we did. A lot of fun people out there in the
Gotta
city.
get back out there for
Yeah.
sure.
We're going this summer.
Well, we are.
Oh, it's a little
Whoa.
tease, hot off the press. But we're going to be back, I believe, the week of the Lumberjack World Championships.
Yeah.
Let's
in
go.
August.
All right.
Very
That's exciting.
I believe Hunter will enjoy this final talker for our first block here. Some iPhone users have turned to social media to complain about how they've overslept recently because they're not hearing their Apple alarm. So Apple has told NBC News that the company is working to fix that issue. However, it is unknown how many iPhone users are affected by this. And Apple says on its website that the do not disturb setting and putting the phone on silent does not affect your alarm sounds. One of the worst alarm sounds in history. I have an iPhone, but waking up to that iPhone alarm is terrible, to say the least. Yeah.
See, I've got an Android. I don't want iPhone users to fail. I just want iPhone users to realize that they're not so good.
Sure. Coming up, another tough day for the Northern Light team.
Welcome back quickly. I think one of the best parts about Northern Life in the past few weeks is that we've fact-checked ourselves during the breaks,
Yes.
especially with Director Sasselp. So there's a duvet, and then there's a duvet cover. So apparently two separate things.
So duvet is
So
the
I'm
comfort.
still getting it wrong.
I think so.
You wanted more duvet talk? You got it. You got more duvet
Northern
talk.
duvet life.
Giving the people what they want.
Yep.
Back in January of 1946, Bill and Lillian Johnson opened the doors of Johnson's Bakery in Duluth's Lincoln Park area.
Yeah, and all these years later, their son Scott and the team are serving their longtime customers with tasty donuts and delicious breads.
So today we are excited to share how well we did when it came to pumping out donuts at the shop.
This is official stuff right here.
We've been here since 1946, so it's our 78th year that we've been doing it. Pretty much everything we start now, we're getting ready for tomorrow morning. You know, we have orders that we have to pack up for our commercial customers, stuff like that have to go out early in the morning, and so we have to get things done.
These can't mean anything to you.
Yeah,
What does any of that mean?
that means what I'm going to make today.
What? That's just all symbols and hieroglyphics.
Yep.
I can barely read normally.
It's all in code.
Okay, it's all code.
One of the things that we are known for are homemade, made from scratch cake donut, and the recipe came out of a 1929 church cookbook. So this is where the actual donut frying actually takes place. Pete's been our donut fryer now for pretty much 20-some years. Very experienced at what he does, and he does a very good job. Each rotation to here is one round.
Okay.
So when you finish, try to leave it at this point so that the bottom is closed underneath.
Got it. All right, here we go. One donut, two donuts, three donuts,
Just bring it in.
four donuts. Oh no, go. Oh no, I hit the other donut.
Oh, you're good.
Oh no. All right, do I have enough? That's good. Okay.
And then we wait a little over a minute, then flip them over, go for another 45 seconds or so. Since you're so good with drumsticks, you gotta flip them over.
Okay, all right, here we go.
Play those drums.
Flip those donuts.
Like Hunter's done this before. Look at that.
Wow. I'm thoroughly impressed.
Hunter.
Now press them down.
Yeah, be careful. Like this.
Oh, cool.
We don't do that many different flavors of actually the cake donuts anymore. Most of it's more just in the different toppings.
So you did this, and then
Yep.
you just kind of.
Yep.
All right, here you go. Oh, not enough, not enough.
Hey, it's your first time. You
sudden urge to just throw my entire face into this. I don't know why.
The glaze is basically, it's a sugar. There's maltodextrins and stuff to help it set up, kind of like corn syrup solids and stuff like that.
Ooh. Get a little extra.
So another pass through?
Yep.
All right, so maybe more. Oh, okay, it got better as we went down the line. Would you say? Would you agree with that?
He's not speaking.
Yeah.
I've seen worse.
You've seen worse, okay.
Yeah.
Dip it.
Don't be skipping.
Don't be skimping on the dip.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
Ooh, okay, these ones are going to be highly glazed. You could probably sell these for an upcharge. Extra glazed.
The heat of the donut helps activate it so that after it sheens off and it dries.
Oh.
That's how you get that's how it stays as a glaze.
That Johnson's Bakery quality?
It would be okay, yeah. We would.
Not bad.
The glazed donuts and the chocolate braised donuts are probably what we probably sell the most of right now.
That is fantastic. It's warm. It's like a hug.
This is the freshest donut.
It's got like the crisp and the softness of the inside. Cheers, kids. Cheers.
No, I got it. Oh, it's so good.
Wow. This might be the best donut I've ever had in my life.
I think so.
That's nice. Big fans. Big
That's
fans.
true, by the way. I mean, fresh out of the thing,
Oh.
with the glaze fresh on top, it was still warm and crispy. That was, I think, the best donut we've ever had.
It definitely was my best donut I've ever had.
Seriously.
Watching it from, the beginning process to the end and seeing how quickly it all came together
Yeah.
too. I mean, I know it takes a ton of work but they've got a process down real good.
Yep.
They've got it down real nice. And so back in the morning show days too, me and you would always go to Johnson's
We
Bakery.
went there often,
Yeah, so
at
it was
least a
fun.
couple times a month.
It was fun to go actually make the donuts this time. And if you have a chance to go see them, they are in the Lincoln Park area off West 3rd Street. Wonderful team there. Big thanks to Scott and everybody. A lot of history too in that building
Seriously.
and with the company. So love to see it. And we'll have their information on our Facebook page with this video here. Hey, still ahead, a recent UMD grad planning on biking from Portland to Portland. We'll talk about it after the break. Hey everybody, two Minnesota cousins are setting out on an epic adventure with an epic purpose.
Yeah, Barrett Leone sat down with the pair, which includes a UMD Bulldog, to see how they're making a difference through cycling.
Karina Schindler
My motto right now is see where the yes takes you.
is hitting the pedal to the metal.
It was going to be a boring summer anyway, so might as well just find something to fill the days.
She's training for a 1,600-mile bike ride from Minnesota to Maine.
And we'll end up at the Atlantic Ocean where the lobster rolls are and the beer is waiting for us and some family as well.
She's not doing it alone.
With fundraising, you always kind of want to shoot for something big.
Karina will be biking alongside her cousin, Britta Swanson.
And I kind of brought up the idea because I know she's someone who can get equally enthusiastic. And she immediately, after my 2-minute pitch to her, she was like, yeah, absolutely. I'm there.
The 3-week trip isn't without purpose. The duo is raising money for World Bicycle Relief, a nonprofit that aims to empower and mobilize low-income regions through bikes. They hope to raise $30,000 by the time they leave on May 5th.
$30,000 seems like that's a lot of money, but we might as well shoot for it.
Enough to donate 180 life-changing bicycles.
It just impacts the entire community as well. So it's more than just 180 people being helped. It's 180 communities being helped all over the world.
Their inspiration stems from their late grandpa, Richard Schindler,
He was such a cool person, and we're so excited to honor him through this as well.
who took on his own cross-country bicycle trip with a group of buddies nearly 13 years ago from Portland, Oregon to Portland, Maine.
He and his friends are definitely a huge inspiration, and because they were all in their late 60s too when they did it, and they did from the coast to coast, so it's twice as far as what Karina and I will be doing.
Before they hit the pavement, there's finals and Britta's graduation from the University of Minnesota Duluth.
No time like the present, I guess. You know, you can always make excuses for why things don't work out.
But a mission they're determined to make work.
Knowing that it's not just individuals, but it's also like communities and families.
1 mile at a time.
As soon as we just hit the Atlantic Ocean, it's just going to be like, wow, we did something really cool.
In Maple Grove, Barrett Leone, WCCO News.
How about
incredible.
that? Yeah, Portland, Oregon to Portland, Maine.
Long bike ride.
Seems like a couple miles.
Yeah, just a couple, just a few, you know. I love biking. Biking's
You,
always
you
fun.
like biking?
Yeah, not really. No, it is
You
fun.
would bike from Portland to Portland?
I wouldn't bike from Portland to Portland.
Okay,
I'd bike from my house to the general store.
Oh, boy.
The general store. How far is that from your house?
It's like 7 miles. So that's a good bike ride.
That's okay. That's not bad.
That's a decent bike ride. Well, you can say whatever you want about, or lie about biking all you want, because apparently I still don't know what a duvet or a duvet cover is.
Yeah.
We're learning.
Yeah, we're learning. But a big
Right.
shout out to the cousins there. Best of luck on your journey. I've heard very good things about Portland, Maine as well. I got a couple buddies that have always been to Portland, Maine.
Really?
They love it out there.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
if you need a vacation destination, check out Portland, Maine.
Even Portland's kind of cool, I've
True.
heard.
I don't work for their tourism department. But also, the funny thing about that story, too, is that it took place in Maple Grove. And I used to, as a kid, used to swim where they were interviewing her by the lake down there.
In that lake, is there a beach down there?
There's a beach down there. I
That's
used to get the SpongeBob SquarePants ice cream pops at the stand nearby. Those were awesome days.
best.
Thinking about being a
those.
kid again. I wonder if they still sell those. I might just have to look on Amazon to see if we can ship those to my house.
There you go.
The Schwann's Man, maybe.
The Schwans, whoa, we got Schwans as kids too.
Oh,
Head
that's
back to the
true.
park, see if they've gone for sale this summer.
I'm coming back this summer.
Remember me, sir? We're up to bat for this week's Blindfold. We'll show you after the break.
Welcome back, folks. Coming up tomorrow, I take Briggs and Ryan over to Duluth's Tech Village, building where we are getting to some swings in with my Path Sports. Very cool kind of blindfold here. I don't read the prompter too often. We're stepping into the batting cage going up against Director Seth, who takes the mound here coming up. And here's the thing that maybe the folks at home don't know, is that Seth, by the way, is a collegiate pitcher.
Former.
Yeah, not quite
not
anymore,
still,
but
not still, yeah.
he was amazing, and he really scared us with his pitches.
Yeah, here's the other thing. I was absolutely terrified. Absolutely terrified. Seth did some warm-up pitches, and I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting, maybe like an underhand toss.
Yeah.
To me, at least. I thought he would go easy. I mean, no.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
He doesn't care.
I will say it's impressive. You stood in there, though.
Yeah.
You stood in there.
Reluctantly so, yeah.
He's a menace.
Yeah, so
Look out.
Hunter and Briggs here, and I will have to see who did the best.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't talk anymore, so let's find our kicker. What's our kicker before it goes? Briggs, you were talking about loving the movie Up.
Yes.
Airbnb, pull it up, Seth. Airbnb is offering a chance to live in the Up house for a little bit. I believe it's down in New Mexico. They even have like 8,000 balloons on that Airbnb experience,
Whoa.
so it might be worth trying that out
It
someday.
actually floats, it looks
Actually
like.
floats too.
that's
It does.
scary.
It does.
Imagine that. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.